let's uncover the truth right now. Ladies, let's be real for a second. How many times have you given your all to a man only to be left feeling drained, unappreciated, and questioning your worth? How many times have you loved so hard that you lost yourself in the process? See, society has told us that we should chase after the man we desire, that we should prove our worth, that we should work for love. But let me tell you something. Love is not a game of chasing. Love is a place of choosing. And the truth is, you deserve to be chosen. Love should never leave you feeling confused, anxious, or uncertain about where you stand in someone's life. When you are truly loved, that love will bring peace, not emotional turmoil. Too often, women find themselves questioning a man's feelings, overanalyzing his actions, and trying to decode mixed signals. But the truth is, when a man genuinely loves you, there is no need for guesswork. His actions will make it clear. A love that feels safe is one where you don't have to walk on eggshells wondering if you're being too much or asking for too much. It's a love that reassures you through both words and actions, a love that remains steady even when life throws challenges your way. Safety in love means knowing that your emotions are valued, that your needs matter, and that the person you're with is emotionally present for you. When love is real, it creates an environment where you feel secure in expressing yourself without fear of being judged, ignored, or dismissed. You don't have to constantly prove your worth because the person who truly loves you already sees it. There's no emotional roller coaster, no hot and cold behavior, no silent treatment when things get difficult. Instead, there is open communication, understanding, and a deep commitment to making the relationship work. A man who loves you more will prioritize your happiness, not just when it's convenient for him, but because he genuinely wants to see you thrive. His love won't make you feel like an afterthought or a temporary option. He will make sure you feel wanted, appreciated, and secure. And when love feels safe, it allows you to fully be yourself without the fear of losing the person you love. Love should never leave you feeling confused, anxious, or uncertain. When a man truly loves you, his actions, words, and consistency will provide reassurance, not doubt. Too often, women find themselves in situations where they are constantly questioning a man's feelings, overanalyzing his behavior, and trying to make sense of mixed signals. But real love does not create emotional instability, brings peace, clarity, and security. A love that feels safe is one where you don't have to wonder if he will call, if he will show up, or if he truly cares. It is a love that is predictable in the best way, where you can trust his words because they are backed by action. Safety in love means you are emotionally free to express yourself without fear of being ignored, ridiculed, or dismissed. It means knowing that your voice matters and that your emotions are taken seriously. When a man loves you deeply, he will prioritize your well-being, both emotionally and mentally. He will create an environment where you feel comfortable being vulnerable, where you don't have to hold back in fear of pushing him away. His love will not be filled with hot and cold behavior, silent treatments, or emotional games. Instead, he will communicate openly, listen attentively, and show through his actions that he is fully present in the relationship. A love that feels safe allows you to focus on building a future together rather than constantly worrying about where you stand. It eliminates the need for you to prove your worth or compete for attention. You won't have to question whether he values you because he will make it clear through his words, his actions, and his unwavering commitment to you. When a man is serious about you, he will pursue you with clarity, consistency, and intention. There will be no mixed signals, no guessing games, and no wondering where you stand. A man who genuinely loves you will take the initiative to show you that you are a priority in his life. He won't leave you questioning his feelings or trying to decode his actions. Instead, he will make it clear that he wants to be with you, and he will back that up with effort. A man's pursuit of you should not be based on convenience, but on genuine desire. He won't just reach out when he's bored or when he feels like I will be intentional in his actions, making time for you, planning meaningful experiences, and ensuring that you feel valued. His pursuit will not just be about words, but about actions that align with his promises. He won't just say he loves you. He will prove it by showing up, being present, and making your happiness a priority. A man who is intentional will not play games, keep you as an option, or make you feel like you are chasing him. Instead, he will take the lead in building a relationship with you. He will initiate conversations, make plans, and actively invest in your connection. He will respect your time, your emotions, and your boundaries, ensuring that you never feel like an afterthought. When a man pursues you with intention, you will feel secure in his love. You won't have to beg for attention, force a connection, or question his loyalty. He will see your worth and willingly do what it takes to show you that he is serious about building a future with you. When a man truly loves you, he will cherish and respect you in ways that leave no room for doubt. His love will be evident not just in what he says, but in how he treats you every single day. A man who cherishes you will make you feel valued, appreciated, and prioritized. He will see you as a blessing in his life, not as an option or convenience. Respect is the foundation of real love. A man who loves you will respect your thoughts, your emotions, and your boundaries. He will never dismiss your feelings, make you feel small, or treat you as if your needs don't matter. Instead, he will listen to you, consider your perspective, and make decisions with your well-being in mind. His words will uplift you, not tear you down. His actions will protect your heart, not put it at risk. Cherishing someone means handling them with care. A man who loves you will not put you in situations that make you feel insecure or unimportant. He won't entertain other women, play mind games, or make you question his loyalty. He will be intentional about making you feel safe in the relationship. He will remember the little things that matter to you, put effort into making you smile, and be there for you when you need support. A man who cherishes you will celebrate your successes, encourage your growth, and stand beside you during challenges. He will see you as a partner, not as someone to control or compete with. His love will not be selfish or conditional. It will be pure, patient, and unwavering. He will show through his actions that you are someone he treasures, someone he deeply values, and someone he is committed to loving fully. Too many women find themselves making excuses for men who fail to prioritize them. They hold on to potential, hoping that one day he will change, that one day he will realize her worth. But the hard truth is, if a man truly cares about you, he will make it known through his actions, not just his words. A man who genuinely loves and values you will not leave you questioning his effort or his intentions. When a man fails to prioritize you, he will show it in the way he communicates or the lack of it. He will take too long to respond, cancel plans at the last minute, or make excuses for why he can't be present. He will make you feel like an afterthought rather than a priority. He will only put in effort when it's convenient for him, leaving you feeling unimportant and emotionally exhausted. And yet, many women continue to justify this behavior, telling themselves that he's just busy, that he's going through something, or that he will change if given enough time. But love does not operate on empty promises and half-hearted effort. A man who truly values you will not leave you feeling neglected or unwanted. He will go out of his way to make time for you, to show up when you need him, and to make sure you feel seen and heard. He won't just say he cares, she will prove it by prioritizing your needs, respecting your time, and being present in your life. Making excuses for a man's lack of effort only delays the inevitable heartbreak. The reality is, if a man wants to be with you, he will be. And if he doesn't, no amount of excuses will change that. When a man truly wants to be with you, his actions will reflect that desire. There will be no confusion, no guessing games, and no need for you to constantly question where you stand. A man who is genuinely interested will make an effort or will call, text, plan dates, and show up for you without you having to beg for his time or attention. The harsh reality is that when a man is not invested, he will always have an excuse. He will tell you he's too busy, that he's not ready for a relationship, or that he just needs more time. But the truth is, if he truly wanted to be with you, he would find a way. No obstacle would be too great, no schedule would be too full, and no excuse would be valid enough to keep him from making you a priority. Women often fall into the trap of thinking they need to be more patient, more understanding, or more accommodating to get a man to step up. But the truth is, effort is never forced. A man who truly wants you will not need convincing, ultimatums, or endless chances. He will not risk losing you because he will recognize your value from the start. You should never have to chase after love or fight for someone's attention. The right man will not leave you feeling insecure, questioning his commitment. His actions will be clear, his intentions will be honest, and his consistency will prove that he sees you as someone worth choosing. A man who genuinely loves you will not make you feel like you're asking for too much, because to him, loving and prioritizing you will come naturally. A man who truly loves you will bring stability, not confusion. His love will be a source of peace, not emotional chaos. Too often, women find themselves caught in relationships where they never know what to expect. One day he is attentive and affectionate, and the next he is distant and unavailable. This inconsistency creates anxiety, forcing you to constantly question where you stand. But real love doesn't work that way. A man who loves you more will be intentional about showing up for you in a way that removes doubt. He will not disappear for days and come back with weak excuses. He will not keep you on an emotional roller coaster where you're left wondering if he still cares. Instead, his love will be steady, reliable, and consistent. You will never have to guess if he wants to be with you because his actions will make it clear every single day. Consistency is a reflection of emotional maturity and genuine commitment. A man who is serious about you will not only say he loves you, but will prove it through the way he treats you over time. He will check in, show up, and prioritize your relationship even when life gets busy. His love will not fade when challenges arise, nor will he withdraw when things get difficult. He will stand by you, making it clear that you are an important part of his life. Chaos in a relationship is not a sign of passion, it's a sign of instability. Love should not leave you feeling emotionally exhausted, always trying to figure out what's going on in his mind. A man who truly loves you will be intentional, predictable in the best way, and devoted to making you feel secure in his love. Love should never feel like a one-sided effort where you constantly have to beg for attention, affection, or commitment. When a man truly loves you, he will give these things freely. You won't have to remind him to check in, spend time with you, or make an effort to keep the relationship strong. His love will be shown through consistent actions, not just words. Too many women find themselves in relationships where they feel like they are the only ones trying. They send the first text, initiate plans, and make all the compromises just to keep the relationship afloat. This kind of dynamic creates emotional exhaustion, leaving you feeling undervalued and unappreciated. But love should not feel like an uphill battle where you constantly have to fight for basic attention and respect. If a man truly values you, he will naturally put in the effort to keep you in his life. A man who loves you will make sure you feel wanted. He will not leave you wondering if he cares. He will not make you feel like you are asking for too much when all you want is quality time, communication, and consistency. You won't have to chase after him, remind him to be present, or beg him to love you the way you deserve. He will do these things willingly because he truly wants to be with you. When a man is serious about you, his actions will align with his words. He will take the time to nurture the relationship, make you feel appreciated, and ensure that you never feel like an afterthought. You deserve a love that flows naturally, where effort is mutual and where your presence is valued without you having to fight for it. Love is not about settling for what is available. It's about choosing wisely and intentionally. Too many people stay in relationships that drain them emotionally simply because they fear being alone or believe they won't find something better. But when it comes to love, making the right choice is more important than just having someone by your side. The wrong relationship can cost you your peace, self-worth, and happiness. A man who truly loves you will add to your life, not take away from it. He will bring joy, security, and stability. But if you settle for less than you deserve, you will find yourself constantly making excuses for behavior that should never be tolerated. You will convince yourself that his lack of effort is just how he is, or that his inability to commit will change with time. Love is not about forcing someone to be what you need. It's about choosing someone who already is. Choosing wisely means prioritizing the qualities that truly matter in a relationship. It means looking beyond surface level attraction and asking yourself if this man treats you with respect, consistency, and care. It means recognizing when someone is not capable of giving you the love you deserve and having the strength to walk away. It means not allowing loneliness or fear to push you into the arms of someone who doesn't value you the way you should be valued. You deserve a love that is intentional, not one that feels like a constant struggle. The right man will love you in a way that brings you peace, not confusion. He will be clear about his intentions, make you feel secure, and show through his actions that you are a priority in his life. Choosing wisely ensures that you enter a relationship that fulfills you rather than one that drains you. Your worth is not something you have to prove to anyone. The right man will recognize your value without you having to beg for his attention, chase after his love, or constantly remind him of what you bring to the table. Too often, women find themselves in relationships where they feel like they have to work overtime just to be seen and appreciated. But love is not a competition, and your value should never be up for debate. A man who truly loves you will see your worth from the beginning. He won't need to be convinced, pressured, or given an ultimatum to treat you right. He will acknowledge your presence as a blessing in his life, not as something he can take for granted. When a man recognizes your worth, he will naturally respect your time, prioritize your needs, and put in the effort to nurture the relationship. You won't have to question whether he values you. His actions will make it obvious. On the other hand, if you constantly feel like you have to prove yourself, it's a sign that you are giving more than you are receiving. A relationship should never feel like a job interview where you have to keep demonstrating why you deserve love and attention. Love should be reciprocated, not earned through endless effort. The right man will not make you feel like you need to compete for his love or attention, because in his eyes, you are already enough. When you know your worth, you stop settling for less than you deserve. You stop tolerating inconsistent behavior, broken promises, and half-hearted effort. The man who truly loves you will recognize your value from the start and will make sure his love and actions reflect that recognition. Real love is not based on conditions, convenience, or temporary feelings. The right man will love you for who you are, not for what you can do for him. His love will not be dependent on how much you give, how perfect you are, or whether everything is always easy. He will love you in your highs and lows, in your strengths and weaknesses, and through the challenges that life brings. A man who truly loves you will not make you feel like you have to constantly perform to keep his affection. You won't have to be the perfect woman, the most accommodating partner, or the one who always sacrifices her needs just to maintain the relationship. He will embrace you as you are without unrealistic expectations or demands that make you feel like you are not enough. Unconditional love means he will stand by you, not just when things are good, but also when things get tough. He won't disappear at the first sign of conflict or pull away when life becomes difficult. Instead, he will communicate, work through challenges, and make an effort to strengthen the relationship. His love will be a source of stability, not uncertainty. A man who truly loves you will not withhold love as a way to control you. He won't use silence, distance, or manipulation to get his way. Instead, he will be open, honest, and consistent. His love will feel safe, not like something that can be taken away the moment you don't meet his expectations. You deserve to be loved for who you are, not for who someone wants you to be. The right man will see your value, appreciate your presence, and love you in a way that makes you feel secure and cherished. So stop chasing the man who keeps running and start choosing the one who is already waiting for you, the one who sees you as the prize, the one who is willing to love you the way you deserve. Because the truth is, love is not about settling, it's about choosing wisely.